Sweet. And there we are.
Yeah. Ship Kip's amazing channel. First on the stream.
Actually, we're the first on the stream? How dare you lie to us?
Mm-hmm.
Nelson Dunn, howdy folks, lucky bet, ooh woo.
Yeah, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Still chipping away at all the different little decorations and stuff on these bikes. I'm gonna try to get all of the bones done today. The little horns and the skull.
Mm-hmm. I got a lot of little doodads.
Mm-hmm.
Ship Kip's amazing channel? Damn, you caught me red-handed. I know. James Barber Johnston? Hoi! Blimbo the dude, don't kill me, I'm late.
Unacceptable.
Mm-hmm. Jeez Louise.
We actually closed down new entrance to the stream after 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm. So I don't even know how you got on.
Mm-hmm.
Cake the Bandit, disliked and tired of plasma cutting.
Good old plasma cutting. It's allowed.
Mm-hmm. Nicky Reese, oh my god, I love his sunglasses.
Yeah. They're actually pilot's goggles.
Mm-hmm.
Not sunglasses.
I like to think they're not even clear.
No, yeah.
Or if they are clear, they're like blurry. You can't even see.
Yeah, they're like costume glasses where they're like really, it's like that clear plastic that you actually can't see through.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, why did you make their lips so sensual? That's how I do my orcs.
Sensual.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's inappropriate as well. I am not a big fan of it.
A tutorial coming out soon. How to make your orcs sexy. Actually, there is a tutorial on how to paint these orc heads. It's from a long ass time ago.
Oh yeah. The before times.
The before times.
Mm-hmm. That's probably one of the last videos we made before the extended hiatus.
Mm-hmm. Matthew Stolness finished up my Belisarius about 15 minutes ago, starting on my Death Watch suppressors, going to watch the Warhammer TV How to Paint Black Armor again. Neat. Well, I mean, you might want to look at our video on how to paint Death Watch armor if you want it to match some other miniatures. Because yeah, we have a video on exactly how I paint Death Watch.
This is true. I remember you got those questions all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like on Instagram and stuff when we posted pictures of them.
Yeah.
Brian Routzog, where's my new hammer and bolter, you shills?
I know they came out with one. I haven't seen it yet. But I like Hammer and Bolter. I've liked all 3 episodes. I think my favorite is the library one. That one's just great. It's like Orwellian. They're just literally counting books, and the speakers are just going off saying, "There'll be no thinking. There is no reading."
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
And so, how much did Games Workshop pay you to say that?
$28,000.
Wow.
Colin Mark, Plasma? I thought that only existed in New Vegas. I want to play New Vegas. I haven't played it. Well, the next time I get to play it in 5 years, it'll really be something magical.
There you go.
I love Fallout New Vegas so much.
That's really a glass half full kind of a statement right there.
Yeah. Colin Mark, those are Spellcrow heads, right? Need a link to them. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Spellcrow. Yeah. I always get Spellcrow and Cromlech. They both make orcs. They're both not from America.
Yep, because I have the pirate Spellcrow heads.
Mm-hmm. And I have the pirate Spellcrow heads. Or not the pirate, the pilots.
Mm.
Matthew Stillness. Oh, I didn't realize you had one, Jay. I feel like that might be advantageous coming soon. Yeah, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
George Gajardo, crotch eyes. Nick with the sassy takes. Exactly. That's from today's video. Crotch eyes.
Yeah. But why didn't we talk about...
What about Nagash?
I think
That was-
maybe what we should have done, though, is we should have found every model that was on a 60mm base or larger and just rapid fire ran through it.
That would have been hilarious. Mm-hmm. What about Nagash? That was the biggest one. I think out of all the ones we didn't cover, that was the one that everyone's like, man,
I mean, it makes sense because it's like one of the biggest models that they make. But I just didn't feel like it really fits into any of the death art styles. Like, it's sort of done in a way where it will work with any of them, but it's not the perfect.
He is his own thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's Nagash.
But yeah, I also like the Mangler Squigs. I would have said that they were a 10 out of 10 because I want them. Love a good Mangler.
Love a good squig. Did you see Kirioth commented on our first one?
I did.
That was really fun. I like me some Kirioth. I like when he talks about Warhammer and 40K.
Well, but then you like everything about him. That's pretty good.
Chip Kip's amazing channel. Honestly, I've never really liked New Vegas that much. Well, I mean, you're wrong, and that's okay. You're wrong that you don't like New Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love New Vegas.
I don't like it either. I've never played it though, so I have no idea if I like it or not.
You just wander around collecting stuff, shooting things, and talking to people.
Mm-hmm. I like the first
adventures.
thing. I like the first thing and the last thing that you said. I like collecting. I like adventures. So I'd probably like it.
James Robert Johnson, are you a fan of the new Black Templar sculpts? Yeah, I really like them. I think all of them are great. Jacqueline Costa. Thinking of making a pure Slanesh Demon's army, and my local game shop is selling 40 Demonettes, a Keeper of Secrets, 15 Fiends, and a Chariot for 400. I need pure pressure to pull the trigger. Is that a good deal? 40 Demonettes is 4 boxes at, what, $30 a box? Keeper of Secrets is maybe 60 and 15 Fiends and a Chariot. I feel like that's a terrible, terrible deal.
I don't know the math.
Although maybe is 400. Is that 400 US dollar dues? I mean, I would pop on an old GW website and then put it all in a cart and see what you're looking at. Maybe they're painted too. That could change the price. Daniel Bear always referred to the big orc on the bowling ball dragon as the battle cabbage. Yeah.
That is pretty hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the best. Probably the best name for it.
Mm-hmm.
It really is a cabbage, and it really does battle.
These donuts. All right, battle cabbage is my new favorite term for that. That's my band name, Battle Cabbage.
Battle cabbage. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I would also accept weaponized broccoli.
Mm-hmm. Since filming that video, and then editing it and stuff, I think the battle cabbage has actually grown on me a little bit. Because what, we filmed that 3 months ago?
Yep, pretty much.
Filmed that a long time ago.
Pretty much.
But got that percolating in my head.
King Casa Keeper Secrets is 60, isn't it? Or it's not? I don't think it's the craziest thing in the world. Games Workshop. Keeper. Oh, it's 140. Still, I feel like those kits don't add up to $400. I didn't know it was that big. It doesn't look that big, but maybe it's just because it's kind of big. It's on a flying stand.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell exactly how big it is because he's not standing on a rock. So he doesn't look as large as other models.
Yeah.
Ship gives amazing channel. For me, the most upsetting thing about your recent video was you calling the ogres frost giants. Aren't they frost? I mean, they're giants compared to regular folks.
I'm offended. I don't know why. I just am.
Mm-hmm. Leonardo C. What airbrush would you recommend? I really like the Badger Patriot 105. Mm-hmm. I also used a Neo for Iwata for many years. I don't know if you can still get that airbrush. But that's a decent beginner airbrush. The only thing that's annoying about that airbrush is it has a screw-on nozzle, which is kind of not what you want. But you used to be able to get them real cheap, so that was nice.
And sorry, guys, I said a very offensive thing right there.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to apologize for that. Leonardo C. What airbrush would you recommend?
Badger Patriot 105.
There you go.
Matthew Stone says, hey, your Mac can still browse the interwebs. It can. Brian Rotzog, Macs are great for engineering and creative work, gaming, not so much. No. What's really frustrating, though, is I used to be able to play my games, and now I'm not.
Well, I don't know. I don't feel like that statement's true anymore. I feel like, especially with like Adobe Premiere runs better on PCs, and that's the Premiere software for editing. Mm-hmm. So it's like, well, although they would argue, well, just use Final Cut, but I think it sucks. So yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it seems like everything is the same. All the phones are the same. All the computers are the same.
Mm-hmm. I think it used to not be.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like when I was a young kid, I felt like everything was kind of different. But now it's all really blending together, and it just depends on what ecosystem you got stuck in first.
Mm-hmm. I only want to watch it. Just got over my 1 week doctor recommended painting hiatus. Paint on. Nice.
There you go.
G-Force member 45. Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Good. Man, I need to watch some Godzilla. G-Force member 45. Have you been liking the American Godzillas? Like Godzilla 2011, King of the Monsters, King Kong vs. Godzilla. I feel like it's weird. It's weird having not Japanese-made Godzilla movies. I feel like they don't have... They're missing a certain something that only the Japanese can make. I guess, I mean, they don't feel very Japanese-y. Because they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Dracos had a 5,000 point battle today, took 4.5 hours, and only got to turn 2 before the poor orcs were decimated by the might of the 3rd Sylvan Combined Arms Imperial Guard regiments. Neat.
Damn.
That is a pounding. George Trina. Hello, fellas. Going to be painting up some Deathwatch models for Kill Team 2. Funny Age of Sigmar video today, by the way, and I subscribed for Warhammer Plus. Angels of Death is epic. It is epic! I really like it. It's so sad that it's stuck behind their paywall because I really want to geek out with everybody about it, but no one has seen it. And the people who have seen it hate it because it's Warhammer Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Chip Kip's amazing channel. How do you guys stop paint from lifting off the models while handling them? I keep accidentally ripping small paint bits as I paint, and it's becoming a pain to repaint over and over again. Well, maybe you should invest in a better primer. Maybe even a rattle can primer, because that is like, that's the top tier. You're not getting that off the model. I also would say, usually when you're holding a model, it shouldn't take any paint off, but rubbing or abrasion is putting you in the danger zone for losing paint. So whenever you're holding a model, make sure that you're like, you're touching it, but you're not sliding your fingers around the model. Because like I've been touching these guys the whole time, and no issues so far. No paint has wanted to come off.
Mm-hmm.
And these aren't even primed. G-Force Member 45. They're doing a hell of a lot better than the last American attempt. Oh yeah, Godzilla, what, 1989? Or, was it 1989 or 1998? I don't remember, but it was poopy. The TriStar Godzilla.
I only want to watch it. I got my Iwata Neo from Hobby Lobby. Got the bundle that comes with a little compressor for 160. I'm liking it so far. That Hobby Lobby Iwata.
Mm-hmm.
Classic. I think we both did that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Catfish1232. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you.
That's a dirty line. You know it.
Flow1 Fiction. Been fighting through a rare cancer. Finally had the energy to paint today after a month, and I'm ecstatic. I'm working on an orc army, orange and black color scheme, and I call them the Killa Tigers. Neat. The Killa Tigers.
Good.
That sounds like a cool paint scheme. I am a big fan of orange. No one uses orange for anything ever,
That's true.
but I think it's cool.
Deviant's theory, I like to lick my models to check if the paint is good to touch. Always works 50% of the time.
Yeah.
Perfect.
50% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah, well, there you go. Mm-hmm. G-Force Member 45. But good news, Jay, I finished up the superstructure of my second Warhound Titan legs today.
Nice.
It's finally coming along.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever invest in a Titan. Maybe. I don't know. It just seems like such a giant undertaking for a model that I'll almost never game with.
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is true. Captain Fry 24. What culture is ya gits?
Ha! They're orcs.
Mm-hmm.
The TriStar Godzilla was 1998. Thank you, Colin Mark. Nick Harris J watched the new Netflix Godzilla show. I don't know about new. I watched the first episode of the Godzilla anime movie on Netflix, and I didn't love it. I thought it was all right. They were trying out the new anime thing of taking 3D animation and then laying 2D on top, and I thought it looked kind of bad. And it also didn't help that it's one of those instances where they kind of made up a better movie in that movie, where like all of the monsters from Godzilla awoke all at once and destroyed the whole world, and humanity had to build a spaceship to get off of planets. That sounds like a super cool movie, but the movie that we got was about them deciding to come back to Earth. They come back to Earth and they find out Godzilla has wiped out all of the other monsters except Godzilla. And so it's just teenagers in a spaceship versus Godzilla. It wasn't really bad. I mean, that's the tricky thing. A lot of the Godzilla movies are not good. And so it's hard to be like, that show sucks, but like Godzilla versus Megalon is good. Like, it's not, it's just kind of, it wasn't my jam. It didn't jam my jams, it didn't flim my flams.
Mm-hmm.
Joaquin Costa. I got a Ghost Arc on eBay, and there's glue everywhere, and the sprue cuts hurt me physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Daniel Bear. Have an orange and blue Space Marine army. Da Bears.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you basically have the Green Bay Packers Marines.
That's true.
For old Kill Team. Kill Team 1 Old Edition. George Gazzardo. Got my power generator today. Looks cool.
Ooh.
Bought an LED kit and some plastic tubing to ruin it up better.
Nice.
Yeah. I saw you chatting about it in Discord. You'll have to take a picture of it. I know at some point I would like to make a light up version of it.
Mm-hmm.
So one day.
Mm-hmm. Nick Eris, the movie sucks a lot. There's a new anime show that came out in July. Ah, cool. I'll have to check that one out. GeForce Member 45, there's a new Godzilla anime series out now. It's pretty decent. Don't expect it to be a regular Godzilla show. Neat. Wade Godson, you do great work. I always enjoy your videos. Thank you.
Yeah. Shipkip's amazing channel. Did you guys actually purchase the Stampa after the donation a couple of streams ago? Not yet, but it's gonna happen.
Yes, yeah, it will happen.
Yes. We there's a bunch of stuff going on at the same time.
Yes.
That you'll see soon. And then that's after that. After another thing.
Mm-hmm. Owen Blumenthal, I have an Orc Stomp on the way. It's going to be my biggest model by far. Any tips on painting something of that size? Probably lots of dry brushing.
Mm-hmm.
GeForce Member 45. There's different levels of bad, Jay. There's good bad, and then there's bad bad. Yeah.
Bad.
Flow 1 Fiction. Do you guys ever have problems with your eyes starting to feel irritated when painting? I think my daylight bulbs is causing it, but not sure. Interesting. I don't really ever have problems.
I don't know if they work. There's those like yellowish tinted glasses that are supposed to help like de-stress your eyes. You can try those if you think that the light is bothering you. Although then if you're painting, everything looks yellow.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people do that. A lot of people have that built into their glasses, and that seems horrible. Because I feel like you want the option. Like blue blockers or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Matthew Stolness. I will say that if you are planning on getting it from Games Workshop orders soon, it comes and goes on availability. That's a good point.
This is true. But we'll probably order from somewhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, gotta probably have to call soon.
Mm-hmm.
What would be hilarious is if we called the local game store and they're like, "Yeah, we have one. Just come and get it."
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be a miracle.
It would be.
A miracle on ice.
Yeah.
Jeez, how many dads got dragged to that? And moms. I think there's some moms that got dragged to it.
Chipkip's Amazing Channel. My most vivid memory of Godzilla is a blockbuster ad placement in the 1998 one where the pro tags were running with baby Godzillas. Yeah, it's most people know about like the American Godzillas, the Matthew Broderick one. And I don't know how Godzilla, like the Japanese Godzillas, became popularized in America, because it is kind of like a subculture-y thing. I know the reason I'm into Godzilla is because my uncle would showed me some, because he grew up with Godzilla. Because yeah, like talking with like other kids from school and stuff, like they didn't watch the Japanese Godzilla movies.
Mm-hmm. I did not.
Mm-hmm. It also is kind of interesting that there doesn't seem to be a lot of overlap between people who like between anime people and Godzilla people, even though they're both like Japanese entertainment experts.
Yeah, but one's missing a lot of schoolgirls, so I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Garm. Have either of you ever planned on getting into BattleTech? You could even say, welcome to Eons of Battle Tech for a real groaner. I own BattleTech, but no, I've never have any plans of playing it. No, maybe one day. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
I got a BattleTech starter box in a Craigslist lot of wargaming stuff. Deviant's Theory. That was the first Godzilla I ever saw when I was a kid. The one with all the baby ones. Yeah, that's the first American Godzilla made by TriStar and directed by Roland Emmerich. That hero. Although I actually really dig Independence Day. I think that's a really good movie.
Daniel Bear, the Australian version of the Super Bowl is happening in 2 days, and I'm going to put a bet on. So lads, pick for me the Western Bulldogs or the Melbourne Demons.
Gotta go with the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Bulldogs.
I've actually been following the teams very closely, and I can definitely give you the inside scoop that I think that the Bulldogs really have got it where it counts.
Mm-hmm. Is it like rugby, or is it like football, like we do it, where they run around and there's lines and stuff, and if you get pushed over, they're like, oh, it's not good. Yeah, I was with my family on Sunday, and we were watching the game, and I don't know what game it was. And they kept, like, if people were just a little rough, they kept stopping the game. I'm like, isn't that the point? I thought you're supposed to get just a little rough. You're not supposed to go crazy, but a little rough. But I don't understand.
Maybe they're taking the brain damage thing seriously?
Maybe. I've seen so many football games because of marching band, because of everything, and I don't understand how the game works at all. I think basketball is a better game.
Oh yeah.
But the thing in the thing. Easy.
Yeah, it's real simple. Yeah, I like basketball.
Mm-hmm. Daniel Bear, AFL, different to both rugby and the NFL. Interesting. They actually wear tutus while they play. It's kind of crazy. I made that part up. I don't know.
Dustin Zachariah, I'm in Perth, and I'm not interested at all since the Eagles got knocked out. Ah, you're from Perth, Philadelphia?
Ah. Mm-hmm. I always really liked when we played basketball in gym class.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most fun. Um, or when we played what's the game where you hit the birdies back and forth?
Badminton.
Badminton.
Badminton's
Because
pretty fun.
I was always on the worst badminton team, and
Mm-hmm.
we'd always be, we'd always be placed like the worst one, the ultimate losers, because there was a bracket, and we were always the worst team. It didn't matter who else was on my team, we would always lose.
Yeah. You just couldn't smack a birdie.
Nope.
Harkins question: are these old or new bikers? I don't think there's new bikers. Like I think these are just the bikers.
Actually, in 1989, there was ORK Bikers. I don't know. They were made out of lead.
That's when Games Workshop still had respected the fans,
Mm-hmm.
and they weren't trying to make money.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing this. Man, Nick, I wasn't even that kid in school, but I kind of want to take your lunch money.
Do it. You can just have it.
Kyle Seeley, they're not called birdies, they're called shuttlecocks. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Daniel Bear. No pads. You kick the ball in the air like the NFL, but you can catch it. You can legally jump on someone's shoulders to catch the ball. Yeah, that seems like a more fun game.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard, and this is probably completely wrong, but I've heard that the helmets are one of the things that makes the game more dangerous. Because the helmets don't have enough shock absorption, so you're hitting your head against the helmet, which creates more injuries. Because what they say is, and this is just random people online, is that's the reason why a lot of people didn't have concussions before. But I suspect that they did have concussions, but no one knew.
Yeah, like how often were they checking for concussions in the 20s?
Because I wonder if we're just better at it now.
Yeah. I know. With boxing, they say that before really nice, high quality boxing gloves, it was safer in a way because you naturally will always pull your punches because your hand can only hit something so hard before you split your skin open and damage your muscles and stuff. But with a boxing glove, you can hit twice as hard because your hand is completely safe.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd also, split people's faces open with your knuckles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard, see, all of the padding the helmets makes the players overconfident, which leads to rougher play. That also makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely could be. I don't know anything about it, but yeah. Interesting. George Gajardo. I like to say I did a little fencing in college. What actually happened was I took a fencing class. But which sounds better?
What actually happened is you painted a fence.
Yeah.
For your neighbor for $20.
Exactly.
I never liked fencing. I didn't get it. I did it once.
Mm-hmm. We did it in middle school. We had a fencing unit in middle school.
I know I think the college like CLC was having like a fencing day, and so I went to that like when I was a little kid. But I didn't like that there was so many rules, and you had to like poke someone, you couldn't smack them.
Yeah.
Because I know like me and my friend Fox, we would play lightsabers all day long, and you can smack people and slap them.
Oh yeah.
Well, with fencing, there's rules, and there's the stance, and you have to poke, and...
Jeez. Yep.
You're not allowed to just grab people and chuck them on the ground.
Mm-hmm. USA Libertarian, EOB Sports. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I love me some sports ball. I'm so good at it.
I'm sure that there is. Are there any channels out there where it's just two people that don't get it at all, just talking about the game, trying to make sense of it? I think that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. I love. I watched way too much professional darts. Boy, was that a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
And
what was this? Yesterday?
Yeah.
2 days ago?
Yeah. It was this morning, and there was because it's great because like they throw like everybody's is silent, and then some fat guy throws a dart, and then it lands on the board, and then goes 200,
and then he takes a his beer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because they're drinking during the event.
No, yeah, of course, it's darts. You have to. 100.
I remember. I never had cable growing up as a kid, but my grandma did. And we were like channel surfing, and we found professional bowling. And that was wild. That's a wild thing. Because like bowling's fun, as an event.
Yeah.
Just because it's, you throw a thing at a thing.
Yeah.
But this
why you have some tendies.
Is wild. Yeah. Like they're wearing the guard thing. They have like 5 different balls for different reasons. Like it's a little much.
Deviant's Theory, EOB, you should get into saber fencing. You can smack with it in sabers. Ah, neat. I do have a lightsaber. I have Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber.
You're going to smack people with it?
Yeah. No, it might break.
Yeah.
Chip Kip's Amazing Channel. Isn't hitting people with fake swords like LARPing? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Bad. Colin Steger. Hey, the new Star Wars Legion stuff is coming next week.
Oh, neat. Although I don't think any of it's for me because I'm currently working my way through Rebels and Imperials. So I don't have the Clone Wars stuff yet. One day. Because one day I will own everything there is for Star Wars Legion.
Mm-hmm. And that is a promise.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm getting real close with the Rebels.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Colin Mark. Fencing Highlander Edition. There can be only one.
Mm-hmm. Drow Gamer, working on my own orcs, but can't decide on basing scheme. How are you basing yours?
Sandy Desert. I actually have a video on these exact bases.
Exactly. Sandy Desert. It's like scenic desert, scenic sandy desert.
It's realistic scenic desert bases.
Okay, it's called Easy Scenic Bases Rocky Desert.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. It's from July 27th, 2020. That was our first like real video back.
Yeah. Kellen Steger, also from what you have seen, what vehicles did you put in a Salamander's army? Well, I have no idea if it's good or not, but the Prometheum Land Raider, the one with the twin heavy flamethrowers on the sides, those seem pretty dope, and they definitely fit the theme of Salamanders, being that they love flamethrowers. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe one of the new Primaris tanks. Those seem good. Leonardo C. The Clone Wars show was fun to watch. It still makes me kind of chuckle when everyone else thought it was just a kids show. It is a really good show. Yeah, and if you want just a kids show, I mean, you watch Star Wars Rebels. Alrighty. Rebels. I'm not a huge fan of the show Rebels. It was kind of like Clone Wars, but it was for kiddies.
Mm-hmm.
Like Clone Wars was also sort of for kids, but it also sort of wasn't. Like
so was it
Rebels
for teenagers?
Yeah.
Or like early teens, like 13, and that's about it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But like Rebels is like 9, 10. Like no, like people get like stormtroopers can get shot, but everyone else gets killed off screen. Whereas in Clone Wars, I mean, people are dying left and right, getting lightsaber chopped, shot in the face, blasted. The situations are edgier. The morals are a lot more ambiguous. Like in Rebels, an episode might be about don't lie. But in Clone Wars, it'll be like the politics of warfare and taking prisoners in a military setting.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Stone, season 7 of Clone Wars show was incredible. I just recently watched the whole series since it was kind of a lot after my time. Oh, it's such a good show. Holy moly. Dustin Zechariah, salamanders would be good with a Leviathan dreadnought with double cyclonic melt-a-lance. Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I have a paper towel near me. Well, I guess I'm using my shorts.
Yep. Shorts. And soon to be jorts.
Yeah. Some khaki jorts.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
In the later seasons, maybe, but the early seasons of Clone Wars were very kid-based. I disagree. I mean, season 1, you know, it's kind of hit and miss, and there's Jar Jar episodes. But season 2, I mean, when you get to the second battle of Geonosis and the parasite alien species that's taken over the clones, like, there's some pretty intense stuff in season 2. A Padawan learner is killed by General Grievous in season 2.
Joaquin Costa, attack bikes are great with multi-malta.
Daniel Bear, the Sisters of Battle Sanctum is the best terrain Games Workshop makes. Yes, it is. Is that the building and then the other building, or the Sister of Battle statue? Because it's pretty dope.
I mean, I like the new Age of Sigmar scenery.
Yeah.
With winch and without winch, even though they both have winches. That's my favorite thing. It's also really cheap.
Yeah, an absolute steal.
Mm-hmm.
George Gajardo, I picked up a glass cutting board to paint on. Thanks for the tip. Sensei J.
Yeah.
Sensei J. Yeah! Nice.
And we are coming out with our Eons of Battle branded glass.
Yes. Yeah, it's the only one you can use. All other glasses just shatter when paint is applied to them.
Exactly.
Really weird.
And it has a big giant picture of Jay's face on it.
It has built-in paint technology that makes all of your paint job perfect.
There you go.
Leonardo C. The Parasite episode was pretty scary. The most disturbing episode is the general making the clones kill each other as a revelation of his betrayal. Yeah, the show got pretty intense. Good old Pong Krell. Yeah, the clones coming to terms with their humanity.
Harkins Aquatics. I have an old school orc trike that was sail powered and run by grots. Lead, of course. That's fun.
So I guess these are the new bikes.
There you go.
Brand spanking new.
Mm-hmm.
You know, emphasis on the spanking.
There always should be.
Tristan Lee, Clone Wars compared to Rebels also comes down to the setting. I think it comes down to the characters. Because, like, in one, you've got Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, like, the clones who are adults. But in Rebels, you've got Ezra Bridger, who's a goofy kid. And then you've got Sabine Wren, who's a kid. And then you've got the annoying guy. The guy who's Chewbacca, but he can talk. Mm-hmm. And he's also a kid, and he's annoying. He's not a kid, but he acts like a kid. Like, it's got too many kids in it.
Are you saying that you hate kids?
Yes.
Mm.
Like, a lot of people's favorite characters is Anakin, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Asajj Ventress, but no one's favorite character is Ezra Bridger. Another great thing that Clone Wars got to do is they got to follow different characters. Some episodes were Ahsoka episodes, some episodes were Obi-Wan episodes, some episodes were just random other Jedi or clone troopers, but every goddamn episode of Rebels is about Ezra Bridger. Tristan Lee, the prequels are grayer morally than the original trilogy, and the Clone Wars and Rebels being expansions of their trilogies thematically only emphasizes that. Yeah, they all have their place. Kyle Seeley, General Grievous would have been more of a badass if he didn't sound exactly like Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. Does he?
I need a YouTube video cut proving that to be true.
Colin Steger, also to add something funny, has anyone seen the Robot Chicken sketch with the two clones? I don't think so. Keegan Perler, hi.
Matthew Stolas, the latest movies have their place in the trash bin.
I like them. Yeah, everybody was very personally attacked by the new movies.
Mm-hmm. I know I was.
Mm-hmm.
Rasputin, what's your fave Orky unit?
Bikes. I own so many of them.
Mm-hmm. Not even the buggies and stuff?
Oh, the buggies are really, really cool. But, I mean, like, the bikes made me get the army.
I like the buggies. I like the one that's made out of a jet. Or out of a plane.
The scrap job.
I don't know.
Block of bat.
No one. Yep, that sounds right. I don't know any of their names because they're all odd.
George Gajardo, did you ever read the Star Wars Order 66 novels? Those were fucking amazing, and I can't recommend them more. All about the clones being Mandalorians. That makes me a little nervous that the clones are all Mandalorians, but it sounds like a neat concept, like Order 6 novels about like Order 66 and that time period. Cassidy, every General Grievous line sounds like it needs to end with "For me to poop on." Oh, triumph the insult, comic dog. So that's a Conan deep dive. The Red Wog, damn! I caught a live stream. Nice.
There you go.
Colin Steger, the sketch was a clone trooper asking if it was gay to have sex with another clone. That's you know what? That's a very good question.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Man, Clone Wars is so good. I've been really loving Bad Batch, which is kind of just a continuation of Clone Wars. Like a direct continuation.
Mm-hmm. Leonardo C., what was your thoughts on the show Mandalorian? I really liked the plot for the first season, but was a bit thrown off by season 2.
I thought season 2 was more of the same. Really liked it. Yeah, I mean there was the season 2 follows the exact plot of season 1. Is just Mando trying to get the baby back to the Jedi.
All I know from Lucky Bet is that there is a frog lady and husband. That's all I know.
Oh, frog lady. She is a frog and she is a lady.
Mm-hmm. I've received many images and or gifs of that frog lady.
Colin Steger, they got the voice actor of the clones from the Clone Wars to voice it. Oh, cool! They got the real actor who voices every single clone because they're all clones. That's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Rasputin, the one scene where Grogu was eating the frog eggs. Yeah! Yeah, I loved season 2. I also loved season 1. I don't think there's done anything bad yet in Mandalorian.
Lucky Bats, all I know is that there's a frog lady and a frog husband. Honestly, there's nothing else to know.
Yeah. Those are really the only two takeaways.
Sorry for spoilers, guys, if you haven't seen it. But, yep.
Matthew Stone, actually, I watched Clone Wars because of The Mandalorian, since I found out a lot of the plot came from the series, the other writer on Mando. Yeah, I mean, what I think Mandalorian does really, really well, though, is I think your enjoyment will be enhanced by how deep your knowledge of Star Wars is, but it's never required. Like, for me, like, every few seconds I was like, ooh, that's an obscure droid from that thing. Ooh, that guy, that species was actually featured in this thing. Mm-hmm. But, like, if you're just a normal person, you're just going to be like, yeah, it's a robot and an alien. We're watching Star Wars. What do you It's a big deal. Because there's never a moment where you're like, oh, I didn't watch that show, so I guess I don't get to know what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Harkins Aquatics tips. if I want to do a blue teal colored orc, what palette would you use to paint them? I was almost thinking white with Dragonhoff Nightshade. Thanks again.
Well, white with Draconov Nightshade is probably going to give you a really, really blue orc, not a teal orc.
A pork, if you will.
Yeah, I think you'd probably have to start with a teal and then do like a selective blue wash. I don't know. Dragonhoff Nightshade is such an overpowering wash. I almost feel like maybe if you paint the orcs like either teal or a little bit of blue and a little bit of green could be cool. And then you cut Drakenhof Nightshade like 50-50 with Lamian Medium just to soften it. I feel like that'd probably get you more what you're looking for.
Mm.
George Gajardo. The frog people bedroom scene was awkward AF. Oh, yeah. Colin Mark, I need some more love for my boy IG88. Flow 1 Fiction. Do you guys ever wash brews before assembly? Never. I wash resin before assembly and metal. Harkins Chronic, what would you highlight with? I mean, if you're looking for specific colors, I have no idea. But like probably whatever your teal color is mixed with white or yellow. Caden K-Nep. Why so many dislikes? J Delta Alpha, we don't like orcs. Exactly. No more orcs. No more orcs.
More orcs. Yeah, I'm surprised that they added more orcs because they're going to get rid of them soon.
Tristan Lee, my favorite thing about Clone Wars is all the people that say Filoni understands Star Wars better than Lucas, as if he isn't Lucas's protege and Lucas wasn't involved in every episode's production. Okay, but what is the evidence of that? That Lucas... Because if Filoni was Lucas's protege and taught him all the stuff, how come Lucas's movies kind of suck and Filoni's stuff is really good? And what is the evidence that he worked on every episode's production? Like, he has a story credit in every episode because he has a story credit for all of Star Wars. So, I don't know. I mean, I might be wrong, but, yeah, I don't know where people are getting that from. I think Dave Filoni has a lot of respect for Lucas, because I think a lot of people do, because he invented Star Wars. And I don't think Lucas is like an idiot. He's just not... Him alone is not good at making movies. Him with a great team behind him makes for really good movies.
Hell, us with a great team behind us could make really good movies.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, if we got Kathleen Kennedy on board, woof.
It really is a lot about the people around you.
Mm-hmm.
Harkins Aquatics, thanks. I'll have to join the Patreon and continue this on there. That is the perfect way to have that happen, especially because we're starting to do a show on our Patreon where we critique your models, and you can send us questions, you can send us pictures of stuff, and then we can help you through problems, or we could just see your awesome models and talk about them.
Rasputin, on the stream it says leave a dislike. It does?
What?
How did that get there?
That's weird. You probably should change that, because... Oh no, we have so many dislikes!
PJ McMurray, I like how, in orc-like fashion, Nick is carried away with the chanting no more orcs, then remembers that he's an orc player.
What? I mean, I think that's what really draws me to orcs and goblins, because I think I'm a goblin. I don't think I'm not an orc. I'm not strong enough. But I respect them. But speaking of respect, it is a little after 10.
Yeah.
And you know what that means?
I don't.
It means that we're gonna go to bed.
Ah, nice.
Separately in different beds that aren't each other.
Yeah. It's separate because they're bunk beds.
Yeah. Exactly. But anyways, we had 2 videos out this week. We got another one coming up, and we got some Patreon stuff coming up. On Friday we have a Patreon only stream after our normal stream.
Yeah.
So you got to join that, and that's a call-in stream. You can actually call in and talk to us, which is pretty fun. But we'll be back with another live stream at 9 p.m. Central tomorrow. So join us for that.
All right, everybody. Good night.